Hey everyone, welcome in. Got some more Stanley Cup playoff picks here. Another quick video for you. I'm sure some of you are wondering why the hockey expert Andy Molitor is sitting next to me. We'll get to that in a little bit here. I needed his help, or at least got his help on a Panthers pick. Not necessarily what's going on in the ice, but with the odds. I do want to start off first though with my pick before we get to Andy here. For the Avalanche and Predators playing tonight. I gave out the Avs, I believe, in a video. I gave out the ads in a couple blogs, sweeping 4-0 at plus 370, plus 400 around their pre-series. They're up 3-0 in the series. Predators money line tonight is plus 205. Andy, as I was talking to before, is not much of a hedger. I do like to hedge just a little bit here. If it was closer to even money or plus 150, probably not, but that plus 200 hook really has me liking just taking a little bit on the Predators, so I make sure I'm not losing money. And then for an actual game pick, not a hedge, I love the over 6.5 tonight. The Avs have scored 7 themselves twice in the series. There was the one low-scoring 2-1 game that probably could have gone over if it wasn't for some really good goaltending. I like the Avs to score a lot tonight. UC Saros still out. The Vezina Trophy finalist announced today. UC Saros still out for the Predators. He's not going to play. Darcy Kemper took that freak injury stick to the eye, which I don't know how that even happens to a goalie in a hockey game. I'm not sure, but he is out tonight, or likely to be out tonight. I think they said game time decision, but I would guess he's out. And if he plays, he's a goalie with an eye injury. So I'm not necessarily sure how that one's going to go. So that's what I got for tonight. Predators money line plus 205, over 6.5 minus 122. And the other game tonight, or one of the other games tonight, is Panthers Capitals. The Capitals lead that series 2-1 after a blowout win over the Panthers in Game 3 in Washington. I still like the Panthers to come back to win the series. I think they're the better team. Vegas thinks they're the better team with the odds at minus 140. So I took them at minus 140, but I was about to earlier take some exact series prices there where I think 4-2 was plus 235 and 4-3 was plus 210. So I thought those odds looked a little bit better than the minus 140. Good thing I asked my dear friend Andy to help me out here with the math. And he said, Matt, you're not very smart. Don't do that. Andy, why am I not very smart? Because I was a little bit confused by that.
Yeah, we didn't say not smart, but it does raise up one of the. I did. I mean, I said on Slack. It's one of the most interesting math quandaries, I think, outside of dead heat rules golf betting, is always been Dutching, and because it looks so much better, like just right away on here, you got minus 140 to win the series. There's only 2 ways that the Panthers can win the series now. With the two losses, they can either win it 4-2 or they can win it 4-3. And you showed me those 2 prices, minus 210 or plus 210 and plus 235. You said, wouldn't it just be better to bet both of those? It sure looks like it on paper. And this is where this gets everybody. It always has, always will. So I wrote out some math here on the chalkboard, which is better. And really, your starting point always needs to be the first one. So minus 140 is betting $100. If you didn't lay it like we always do here in America, bet 140 to win 100. We're going to do bet 100 to win 71.43 because it's going to be easier to compare. So that leads you to the Dutching. And there's calculators to help you do this. Instead of just splitting it, you take your $100, and this is how you'd split it. You'd put 48.06 on the 235, 51.94 on the 210, pretty much a 48.52 split. So then you say, well, what's your best case scenario, Matt, with the minus 140?
Just winning 71.43, but then also losing each $50 bet. No, winning one of the $50 bets. Excuse me.
Well, Matt. No, I mean just with with the minus 140, you have 2 outcomes. Either the Panthers win the series or they don't. So you either win the $71 or you lose the 100. When you start Dutching, there's more outcomes. That's what we're going to get to here. So you can see the payouts here. If you were to win the plus 235, it pays $112, which is more than 71. And the 210 plays 109, which again, more than 71. But the biggest thing that people forget when they Dutch is they're placing a bet that they hope loses. Their best case scenario is only one of those bets winning. Their best case scenario includes you losing a bet. So you have to look at this math now. If you win that first one, the plus 235, you've lost the other one. You lose that 51.94. You don't get that stake returned to you. So you've only won $61. Same thing with the other one. If the 210 wins, you have to subtract the loss of the other bet, the 48.06. Right away, it's again, you see $61, almost exactly. I tried to get it as close as we could. Not quite. 61.01 in that case. So in this case, you're betting $100 to win $61. So if you take that, it roughly comes out to minus 164. You can look at both of these, the minus 164 compared to the 140 or the 100 to win 61, and just pretty quickly look at minus 140 is better than 164. The biggest pushback I see on people arguing about this on Twitter says, well, no, I'm not going to bet $50 on each. I'm going to bet 100 on both. That way I win more. Well, it's the same thing. Like it just, you still have to double the math on that. You just look, I doubled it all in yellow. So essentially in that case, you're betting 200 to win 122, whereas the minus 140 is still 200 to win roughly 142, 143. So still not the same thing. Definitely want to be looking at, taking the series price. It's one of those cases where the books know. They have obviously done this math as well. They know that they're going to be able to probably take advantage of you. Although I'm not saying if you do like a scenario where 4-2 or 4-3 plays out, maybe those aren't bad prices for the exact one, but betting them both is almost never going to pay you better than just taking that series price.
Did you use the classroom chalkboard background here on purpose behind you on that green screen?
Yeah, I got Professor Andy.
That's perfect.
Bringing it in with the math thing. So, this is a good evergreen one. Even when the Capitals win, 4-1 here in the rest of the series, and it looks silly. That'll be the fun part about watching this video for years to come, so I don't have to ever explain that math again to anyone.
Yeah, you talked about how you don't hedge, and I'm hedging on one of my series, as you've heard me talk about on Brown Bag or blogs or here. I've been on the Panthers all year. This is the team that if they go down, I'm going to go down with the ship, and I'm going to keep betting until I either lose everything or win everything. So I think they're the better team. I'm going to take them, and now I know to take the series money line instead of trying to get fancy or think I'm outsmarting the books by going to plus 215, plus 235.
Yeah, follow the math, guys. So. All right. Well, with that, we'll probably call it a day on hockey. And do we have I
think we got a FanDuel screen in there.
Yeah. Let's throw up from our partners at FanDuel. Look at that. Risk-free up to $1,000 first bet.
If you make that risk-free $1,000 bet, definitely take that if you want that Panthers money line. I like that series money line. That's a good one. You get the money back, and you still got some pretty good money coming back your way.
Again, I still don't think my wife has a FanDuel account. Maybe she's about to become an NHL bettor tonight.
I like that. Look, we need more NHL bettors. The more the merrier here.
Perfect. All right. Well, check out more stuff on BetSperts at BetSperts on Twitter. Follow this YouTube channel, and thanks to Matt for having me. Catch you guys tomorrow.